Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the October 23rd, 2025 ZBA meeting. Can we also, actually, Noreen, could you start with roll call, please?
Present.
Kevin Scully.
Present.
Present.
Here.
Will you rise for the pledge, please? And just for safety purposes, pointing out the fire exit, you have two exits on either side in the back and two exits on the back side of us here on the right and left. All right, item 2.1 is Joel Brock, 190 Cromwell Hill Road. Good evening, how are you?
Good evening.
So can you give us an overview of your project?
So basically, my name is Josh Dembitzer. I work for a company called the Milo Team. Mr. Brach had approached us that he wants to do some construction in the back of his house. He wants to file for a permit, which we did, and we got denied. It was quiet for a while. Mr. Brach called me back, and he said, listen, I did construction. I want to try to legalize it, not to go for a permit to see what we can do. So I guess here I am on his behalf.
All right, so you have an issue with the shed,
That is correct.
no permit on record, correct, and in violation.
I don't recall seeing a violation. I know that it was denied, I think based on that, unless Mr. Brach got a violation, which I have no idea. I mean, I did not see the actual violation. I just saw that the denial letter, and I believe this was written that you have to go for a variance because of the shed in the back of the house. I believe so.
I think it's also being denied for lot coverage.
Right.
For
It's
what?
supposed to be at 15%, and it's currently at 33.5%, and the proposed amount would be 34.5% about. Well over double.
Of a front yard issue, right?
Side yard on Jonah Drive.
I don't think any construction was done on that side of the road even.
Now, that would be a
So way before Mr. Brach probably got the house because there's nothing over there that he did on that side of the road.
Variance for the shed.
Correct.
The shed movable?
I don't think so, no.
What kind of foundation is it on? Like just rocks?
It's regular,
Or?
yeah, it's like
Just regular?
regular wood,
Okay.
built foundation.
So you said on a wood foundation?
I believe so. Again, I did
So-
not build it. I did not build the shed.
Okay.
Yeah, we did not build it. He came to us that he wants to do construction, and we said we have to file for permits. So I said, okay. We filed, and we got denied. And what happened in between then, I guess somebody else.
The
built
reason
it.
we're asking to see if the shed, like he said before, is it movable? It's on a wood foundation, on gravel, can it be moved?
I will need to check that out to be 100% sure.
Board have any other questions?
Could we get a photograph of the shed for the next meeting? Just because it's a
Sure.
fenced-in house, and I don't want to, go in the backyard for that reason.
Absolutely.
Visited the location.
I visited the location, but just from the roadway. I didn't want to walk around
I'd be
with
more
it.
than welcome if any of you want to come down and meet with me there, you
Okay.
know, to see what.
Maureen, do we have a permission on file for?
Yes, it's in
Okay.
there.
Yes.
It's in-
Perfect.
in the
I'd
file.
appreciate that. Just makes it easier
We
for
can
us.
walk through on the outside and see exactly if any want to, you know.
Thank you.
And
I'm
just
here.
as a matter of paperwork, you need to get a permit for the shed.
Site visit forms.
It's complete.
That's got to,
Okay.
because we won't be able to do anything if you don't have a permit for it.
Now, even though I got denied for everything, I still have to file an additional permit for the sheds.
The shed needs a permit. It
I
says
believe it
there's
got
no-
denied because of the shed, no?
There's no permit on record for it.
Correct.
And, yeah.
Because it's in violation.
So I
Yeah,
have
so
to
they
file
won't
for
give
a
you the
permit for
permit.
the sheds.
As built, that at 34.7%, that's as it is currently, right?
33.6.
Yeah, 33.6 is existing, and
Proposed will be
then
34.7.
34.7, yep.
So if, it's having trouble navigating through what all the variances are here, right? It's lot coverage. I think you have an existing 33.6, you're proposing 34.7, and the max permitted is 15. Am I getting that right? Yes. And then I have front yard. I'm trying to reconcile like the table with Ben's letter, and it's not adding up to me. I've got existing 38.1 for the front yard, and then I have proposed 35.9, and I have the required being 50. Am I having that right? Is that right?
The 35.9 would be towards Jonah Drive. So that's one, because it's a corner lot, so he's got two different areas to be 40 feet off the road. So if you look at you got one right there, and then one in the front yard that's 38.1. And I believe that's because the road line isn't exactly, they
What is this
assume the road
assumed
line's
road
closer.
line?
It's just essentially my understanding that the road isn't exactly where it's supposed to be. I think yeah, you can't really do much about that. Yeah, that's not on you.
I can tell you one thing. There was no construction done in front of the house.
No.
Oh, no.
That side
You know,
of the
the
house,
front of the house looks like it's a pre-existing.
pre-existing, everything.
So the front yard is all pre-existing, it's all existing. There's nothing you're doing that's impacting that, it's just
Nothing
what
that
you're.
he did, nothing that I saw that he did, nothing, I mean, not to that side, nothing.
Now, this is what the house looks like currently. I think it's just this proposed addition in the back.
And that's triggering the need for the front yard variance,
Yes.
and it's adding coverage, and then you have the shed.
He probably saw
And
the
it's
shed.
and the shed, do we have the dimensions? I see that it's, obviously, the shed's supposed to be 5 feet from front and rear property lines, but I don't see any dimensions anywhere. Do we know how far it is from the side and rear?
Not really, but I will get those dimensions for you.
Yeah, we'll need to know that.
Sure.
That
1.9
proposed
feet, what is
fence. So that proposed addition is only 1.1% of lot coverage? Doesn't look right.
Yeah, I'm wondering about that as well. I'm kind of wondering what was counted in the
Yeah.
total.
a bulk table with the, no.
A bulk table would be nice because we have this whole backyard that's concrete
Yep.
walkways and pools. Like the fountain, that's probably permeable, but I'm
I
not
think
sure what it's
that's
made out of. That's why I'd like to get out there and just
advisable
take a
to
look.
have table
The
to
pool,
No,
the
yeah.
top, it's all existing.
I
Everything is
understand.
existing.
No, I
know
understand.
It seems like you guys are just putting this addition into the back of the house, but what's causing you to be here today is all of the extra things that are going on in the lot, which were pre-existing when you purchased it, most
1,000,000%,
likely.
Yes. And like I said again, I'll be willing to walk with whoever wants the property with me.
Yeah. No, I'd like to take a look at it, just because there's a lot here.
Sure.
I appreciate that.
Original house constructed.
No clue.
They may have changed some of the rules in the area, I'm not sure, because this is up on Cromwell Hill Road, and some of these houses are,
Survey.
Sorry?
Have a survey on file. This is just a plot plan.
This is what we have. I mean, this is what I got.
yeah, we're going to want a survey.
Yeah.
Usually we want one with the actual stamp of approval. Do we have that on file, Noreen?
So
I don't
plot
think
plan
he,
in front
I
of
don't
us
think
with
Mr.
stamp.
Beck has
has
one even.
one.
My feeling is I think we're going to need a survey with a bulk table on it.
With a what?
A bulk table.
A bulk table just breaks down exactly what's causing the lot coverage. So it would say like concrete pavers is 4% and kind of go through each way. We could give you an example if you need one.
Okay,
We
I
have
appreciate it.
other
Thank
ones.
you.
We got to see how we're getting up to that number of where we are
Okay.
now.
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't show you piece by piece.
Surveyor should know how to do that.
Yeah, no, a survey, if you get this surveyed or whoever made this and you
Yeah.
just ask them for a bulk table, they should be able
Bulk,
to
B-O-L-T?
provide. Bulk, B-U-L-K.
B-U-L, bulk, I'm sorry.
But I think a survey as opposed to the plot plan
Bulk survey.
would be beneficial. For example, like I said, it doesn't even show the shed, how far off the property line it is.
Understood. You want
It
to know
just
exactly the
indicates
dimensions of
shed.
sheds from the side to the back and
Right.
the sidewalk and the concrete, the pool from the fence? I got you.
Yeah, and, you know, in my view, even though it's, you know, we'd like to keep applicants moving, I don't, like, we could not notice it for a public hearing without knowing what the dimensions are on the shed. We don't know the dimensions, so we can't notice it. And if there's some question about what the coverage is and how it's computed and if it's accurate, we can't notice the hearing. So I think my advice would be to get that survey with the bulk table,
Okay.
take a look at it, figure out exactly what the variances are, and then we can put it on for a hearing.
Yeah, and then I can come out and take a look at the property and take some
Perfect.
pictures for everybody here, so.
Now, the bulk survey you want just in the back of the house or the entire property?
The whole property.
The whole property, right.
Everything.
Your surveyor will
It'll be,
know when you say
right,
bulk
it'll be the
table.
survey for the whole property, and the bulk table will have everything of what it equates to with the coverage.
Okay.
Noreen, what's the cutoff for the November 25th board meeting?
That, I believe, is the November 4th,
Okay.
but I can give you a little bit longer because, when is the meeting, the 25th? As long as I
Fifth.
have it by November 11th, you can be on the November meeting. After that point in time, it would have to be January. We do not hold a December
February, you
meeting.
can-
So the 11th is a holiday, don't forget, Veterans Day,
Oh,
so
Oh,
town
right,
hall
we
is
won't be here,
closed.
so the 12th.
got it. Thank you so much.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm not
I
in
will
on the
definitely work on this tomorrow morning and try to set it up and get it to you as soon as possible.
Yeah, I'll get your information from Noreen, or you can get mine from her, and then we can just call each other and figure out when you want me to stop by.
Perfect.
Appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Is that all you have for him?
Yeah, I think the bulk table, a new survey, just us coming out and taking a look, that should get this rolling in the right direction.
No problem.
Does anybody got anything else they can think of?
No, I think, once you get all the information together, it's submitted to Noreen, and then we can
Basically,
hopefully
the
get you
survey,
on.
the survey with the measurements.
I'm sorry?
The survey with the measurements.
Survey,
Bulk
yes.
survey with the measurements
Bulk
on it.
ta- the
Bulk-
bulk
the bulk
table.
table
And
survey.
again, as long as you can get that to us, to Noreen by the 12th, then hopefully we can get you on the November 25th.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much. Have a good night.
Thank you.
All right,
If
next,
I have it, I can give it to Zach.
Call tomorrow.
next up is item 3.1, Aaron Zimmerman, and we understand he wants a possible extension, right?
Yes, that is to
All
grant.
right. So the first thing, we'll make a motion to continue the public hearing, right?
Yes.
All right, so I'll make a motion to continue the public hearing on Aaron Zimmerman, SBL 25-3-14.22 for 37 Dry Hill Lake Road.
Second.
All in favor?
You have to give it,
Oh, I'm sorry?
you have to list the dates that you're postponing it to.
Well, we're just making, right now it's just a motion to continue the public hearing. then we'll make it, right, a separate
Well, you could,
motion?
no, you could do it all in one.
Okay,
To
okay.
Yeah, to adjourn it to a date certain.
Okay.
That's the best way to do it.
So, again, with that motion, so we'll extend it to the January, at the applicant's request, the January 27th ZBA meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Item 3.2, Donna Gallagher, 87 Walton Terrace. How are you?
Hey, good evening.
So my understanding is that we did close the public hearing, is that right, at the last meeting, Noreen?
Correct.
Yeah, and we were advised that, that the planning board is proceeding as an uncoordinated review under SECRA. So when they proceed with a coordinated review and their lead agency, then this board cannot act until the planning board issues a neg deck. But because it's an uncoordinated review, that means each board conducts its own SECRA review. So that this board has to issue a declaration, a complete SECRA for its part of it. And then once it does so, then this board is then free to act, but it can't act until it deals with SECRA. So if, I guess what we should do is a couple things is, first, if we have at least a discussion about how the board feels about the application, then I can talk about where we go from there procedurally in terms of SECRA. I've drafted some documents for the board's review, and I can go over them. But in applying the traditional balancing test in 5 factors, without taking a formal vote as of yet, does anybody see any problems with any of the 5 factors that would warrant a denial, or do you feel like do the board members feel like they weigh in favor of a grant of the relief sought?
I see nothing problematic.
Same here as well.
Okay, so what I've drafted for the board's consideration an EAF parts 2 and 3, and what I've done is I've also drafted a written resolution that within it does 2 things. The first thing it does before it decides the application is it recounts that the board has conducted its own uncoordinated review, that it has read the EAF Part 2, it adopts the EAF Part 2, and then issues a negative deck based upon the EAF Part 2 and 3. And so the resolution, the first part of the resolution does that. So that would complete the SECRA process. The board would be finding, based upon the adopted Parts 2 and 3, that it sees no negative environmental impact from this project. And then having issued that, the resolution then goes on to decide the application and grant the application on the conditions that of continued review and approval by the planning board and compliance with any conditions that that board may impose, compliance with the site plan submitted to this board with the date, the August 4, 2025 site plan, again, subject to any conditions or changes imposed by the planning board, and the typical conditions of the applicant needing to pay all due fees and expenses and comply with all other laws, rules, and regulations. So I did it all together in one that satisfies SECRA first and then grants the application conditionally. And I know it's been circulated to everybody, and I'm happy to answer any questions about it, or if you guys want to discuss it, and if once you're satisfied, that I can give you some more advice on how to proceed.
Questions from the board?
Okay, so then what you could do is you all have this resolution in front of you that decides the SECRA issue first and then grants the variances based upon the SECRA neg deck. You can undertake a motion, if you'd like, to approve the resolution that's before you that does both things. And this resolution would then be approved and the acting chairman can then sign. like I could summarize what it finds on the 5 factors. Yeah, it finds in regard to 1, that there was no evidence presented of any negative impact on the character of the neighborhood or detriment to nearby properties. The home's modest, fits in contextually with the other homes in the neighborhood in terms of its size and location on the lot. Number 2, there was no feasible method other than the area variance to achieve the benefit. You could build a building in the building envelope, but it would be an impractically designed home that doesn't fit in with the rest of the homes in the neighborhood. It'd be a skinny, long structure that wouldn't look like anything in that neighborhood or anywhere in the town, really. Number 3, that the variance is not substantial under all the circumstances. And number 4, that there's no evidence of any adverse effect or impact on the physical or environmental conditions. And then last, that the difficulties not self-created given the pre-existing non-conforming status of the lots in that neighborhood, in that respect only. And so, on balance with those factors, it finds that the benefit to the applicant would outweigh the detriment, any detriment to. You can, since it's already, this is an unusual case where it's drafted in advance, so you don't have to take an individual vote on the 5 factors. What you can do is, if you've all reviewed this resolution, the motion can be a motion to approve this written resolution that you have before you.
All right, so I'll make a motion to approve the written resolution for the Donna Gallagher property.
I'll second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Take a motion.
The resolution deals with the neg deck first.
I just want.
So I have them all together in one, and the resolution recites that there's a negative declaration prior to deciding the substance.
Thank you.
No, you're now authorized to sign. Yeah, because the board has reviewed the actual written resolution. It's before them. It's approved. You can sign it.
I made Jesse come out for nothing.
Yeah, there would have been. I guarantee it, there would have been a question. Then it's a whole nother month.
That's done. All right, you're approved.
We're done.
We're all set? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you all for your time.
Thanks for being patient
Have a good
with us.
night.
Very much, I appreciate it.
Have a good night.
All right, so we're all good, and with that, I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.